Ladies and gentlemen, this is CA Sudarshan Idlad. Hope you are killing it in your studies. So, a few days back, till yesterday, I have been receiving a lot of questions from students saying that their examination is like few days away and they have not, their audit preparation is not that well. They've only studied like 10 to 20% or 30% syllabus. Some students would have not even started studying auditing. So, that is the thing there. And some have completed classes, some have not. So, for them, how to clear auditing, and they get at least 40 to 50 marks in auditing. This is what I'm going to tell. So do this, and I bet you if you try so hard, along with the techniques that I'm telling you, you'll score like 40 to 50. That is what I'm going to target. Not an exemption or not like 80 marks or 70 marks. That is like a completely different game. You have to study audit for like around like 2-3 revisions, 4 revisions you have to do. Then only you can aim for that marks. But this video is only for students whose auditing is not up to the mark, who have only completed less than like 30% of the syllabus and only few days are left for the examination. This is a method only for those students, and others can also watch this for if your some chapters are not completed, like if you are 30-40% chapters are, you have not even touched the chapter, then just apply this technique. Or if you have planned to leave 1 or 2 chapters completely, just apply this technique for that chapters as well. So first is that 2-3 points technique. That is, I'll tell you, in audit questions, what is the problem? Like each question has got like 5-6 points. Some even questions even have more than like 6-7 points. But if you closely observe, the thing is that some points, like if the question is having 5 points and the question will, the examination, the question will be for also 5 marks. So you have to write these 5 points to get the 5 marks, right? And the problem is that you don't have time now. If you start studying every answer from every question, like complete answer, like 4 or 5 points along the intro and conclusion, you'll never be able to do that. So what I would advise you is that you study 2 to 3 points per question. 2 to 3 points per question. So in examination, if that question comes, you have to get like 3 marks. This is my target that I'm telling you. I'll tell you why. Your target should be aim for 3 marks, not a perfect answer. I don't want you to have a perfect answer, but examiner should give you 3 marks. If there is 5 points for an answer, the end 2 points or 2-3 points in that will be very, very easy, and other 2-3 points will be very hard for to learn, like very big complicated terms. So I would suggest study the easy points from every answer. Easy points. If there are 5 points in an answer, study the easy points. Only 4 points maximum. The thing is that by doing so, you can cover more chapters. Because if you go and study like 6 points per question, you can only study like 5 chapters maximum. Example. Then if you go the other way, you may study 7 or 8 chapters. Because you're only studying 2 to 3 points, and those are also easy points. Easy for you to remember, easy for you to make the mnemonics, and easy for you to remember. So 2-3 points, very easy points you study. The thing is that your coverage will be more. And what is the benefit of having more coverage? Because in auditing, what is the game in auditing? You only get like 10, 20, 30, 20 something questions in your examination. The problem is that in those 30 questions, the probability of questions that you know will increase because you have completed 7 to 8 chapters. 80% syllabus you have completed, but you only know 3 points per question. But still, your probability of knowing the questions will increase. But if you go the other way, you only study like 50 or 40% syllabus, completely you have studied, the probability of questions you know coming will be less. But the thing is that you can get 4 to 5 marks. That is guaranteed because you know all the points. But the problem is that what if 3-4 questions from those chapters that you have studied perfectly, you may not understand the question because that may be essay based. That may be an essay based question. You wrote a different essay for that. The complete mark is gone. So what I'm going to suggest is that you study like 3-4 points and cover maximum syllabus as you can. If you can easily do that for 100% as well. So I wanted to increase the probability of getting the questions you know in the examination, and this will do that. Hope you understood. And please don't misunderstand me for this advice, because this is only for students who's like less syllabus have been completed and very less days are left for your examination. And in examination, I'll tell you how it works. Since you know the most of the questions that come in your examination, because you have covered 80% syllabus, but you only know 3 points, but still every question you'll get 2 to 3 marks. And that 2 to 3 marks per question is enough for you to get 40 to 50 marks in examination. 40 to 50. In MCQ, you can easily score like 10 to 15 marks in MCQ. And in descriptive, you can get like 30 marks or something by doing this. Because you know most of the questions, right? And if you, exam writing tips is, I'll give it in a separate video just before the exam. At that point of time, I'll give you like 1 week before the examination, I'll put a video on exam writing tips for students who have studied auditing perfectly, who knows the 80% or 90% syllabus so well. That is tips for those students and tips for others as well who don't have that confidence in auditing. I'll make a separate video on that. Then the second thing is that in auditing, in CA Inter, first we'll talk about CA Inter, and final I'll make a separate video. So in Inter, if there are 2 kinds of chapters, essay based chapters are there and non-essay based, like not so much essay based chapters are also there. For example, essay based chapters are more, but audit of banks is there, audit of different types of entities is there. These chapters are not essay based, but from my experience, what I'll tell you, in CA intro or final, the question may come from an essay based chapter, will be the questions that's coming from essay based chapter will be sometimes a complicated question, like a story will be there, and you, if you forget to write the correct essay, if you write misunderstood the question and you wrote a wrong essay, your mark is gone, right? So there is a risk in focusing on that for these students. So students that I've told you, because you don't have too much time left to cover the concepts of essay, all the essays or something. So if you have to write an essay, well, you have to know the essay completely. So what I would suggest to you is, even though audit of different entities and audit of banks is a complex topic, but the thing is that the questions from those two chapters will be direct questions. It will be direct questions, because for example, the audit procedures to audit a school or an cinema theater or something like that will come. There is no, the question is asked, do you know the and for those chapters we covered study completely. Oh, I forgot to say this, I've already told the two three points are there, but that is mainly for the essay chapters. And but for audit of banks and audit of different entities, study to focus on studying like 4 to 5 points per question, because those will be direct questions. Direct questions will be asked. So there is no misunderstanding the question and writing a wrong essay. That problem is not there. You can easily write the answers completely and you can get like 5 marks. That is an easy method. Focus on those two chapters. Around like 15 to 20 marks question will be coming from those two chapters combined. Audit of different entities, 10 marks or something. Bank, like 6-7 marks will come. 15-16 marks you will get from minimum. This is minimum, you will get 15 marks from those two chapters. Your 15 mark is sorted. Then MCQ will be normally, if you study properly and if you like based on a luck or something, you'll get like 10 to 15 marks per MCQ. Then what I have to do is that from essay based chapters, if your preparation is not well, focus on first two chapters. That are the easy chapters: nature, objective, scope of auditing, and like audit planning. Those are easy chapters, and from that chapters you can expect like similar to direct questions will be there. 4 to 5 marks per chapter minimum it will come. Another 10 marks is sorted. That is another thing. Then the next thing is that what I want to, and I don't want you to write this, because even though the iPad, like the screen is not visible on here, but still join my Telegram channel. I'll write this strategy completely and keep it there. You can join and take it a screenshot. I mean, you can take it, copy that from there as well. So please join the Telegram channel that I've linked, I've provided in the description, and it will be very helpful for you, because I'll provide strategies, motivation, everything till your examination support will be there. So that's it. And next is that focus more on the direct question chapters first. Even though it's difficult, but direct questions will come. So you will get the benefit of what you have learned. Focus on those two chapters first. Audit of banks, different entities, those two chapters. Financial statements is a good chapter, but the thing is, it's very big. If you are confident in that, that is the best thing that you can do. But still, that's a big complicated things are there in that chapter. So these two chapters first, then the first two chapters. Then I would say you can target on the audit report chapter is there. The thing with the audit report chapter is that all the essay, the 700 series essays is completely in that chapter. And that is one chapter which is a complete, like, even though it's an essay chapter, it stays as an isolated chapter. You can easily identify the question from that chapter. You may not get the essay wrong, because in that only like 5-6 essays are there. 700 series is there. So there is no problem in your mind of misunderstanding it with a different essay and quoting it differently. So that chapter also you can do. And after completing this and essay chapters, other essay, every chapters also you have to study, because we are only studying 2-3 points. So for all the other chapters, chapter 3, audit evidence, then financial statements, whatever it is, you study 2-3 points per chapter according to your wish and go. But these chapters, please stay focused. And for the audit of banks and different entities, try to study 4 to 5 points. And for audit report chapter, you have to understand it a bit. Leave one day for that and study. You'll get it. You have to understand that one chapter, you have to spend a bit time to understand about the different types of opinion, audit report, etc. So hope you got the point. Even though if it's a bit confusing for you, I'll write it down completely in my Telegram group. Join there. You can have a screenshot of that in your phone, and 100% that will work. So these are the things that I want to tell. I hope you got it. If you want, I'll provide a summary in like 1 minute. The thing is that focus on 2 to 3 points per the chapters that you don't know that you're leaving. 2 to 3 points only per answer. For easy points, make mnemonics for that and revise. And mainly that for the essay chapters. And for audit and for other chapters, the strategy like ABC or something you can call it. It's like audit of banks, audit of different entities first. Even though it's a bit complex, but still you'll get direct questions. That is why I'm suggesting these two chapters. Then the first two chapters, even though it's essay, but still not that kind of a complicated question will come, and it's easy for you to learn as well. So the first two chapters, then audit report chapter. These 5 chapters combined, you'll get around descriptive question, like you get 30 marks at least from these chapters that I have told you, 25 to 30 marks, and from MCQ also you can score like 40. And I am not saying to leave other chapters. After doing this properly, then go on with the essay chapters and study 2 to 3 points as well, where you'll get 2 marks or 3 marks per question. But still, you can attend most the number of questions in the audit. This is the benefit of this. You can attempt most number of questions. The problem in auditing is that students read a question and they don't know the answer, they write something blank, you will get 0. But here you know at least like 2 to 3 points. From that 2 to 3 points, you can easily get like 2 to 3 marks, you will get right. That is what I'm suggesting. Every question 2 to 3 marks. Just imagine a sea is a sum of small droplets of like crores and crores of droplets, small droplets. The sum of that droplets is what we call sea, the entire ocean, right? Just like that. In your auditing also 2 mark or 1 mark, 1 to 2 marks per question would give you a total of like 10-15 marks. If you know that. That is that you are forgetting that. Don't go behind perfection at this point of time if your syllabus is not complete. But if your syllabus is complete, there's completely different strategies there. I've applied. And also go and watch last of my 2 videos, how to study 12 hours a day, how to use the ironing technique for revising. That's very important and crucial for revising this. Don't try to recall everything. Just go with the ironing technique that I've mentioned, and that 10 minutes can save you like your attempt at least. Then there are 3 videos in my channel that you must watch related to audit. How to revise theory, that is ironing technique, how to study 12 hours a day, and yesterday's video that I've uploaded. So that's it, guys. Hope you had a really good thing. And guys, just let me tell you one thing. Friendship is one thing that you need to cherish forever. You may have got a lot of friends in your life at this point of time, CA journey. I want you guys to share this video to those friends, because they may be also in your situation. So if you're a true friend, you can help them with this. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel, because this is a new channel. And just like I've always say, you support me, I support you back. That's how it works. And I've been like constantly working on helping you guys till the examination. So that's it. Happy learning from my side. So see you tomorrow with another video to push you forward, and just join my Telegram channel for all the details of this thing. So that's it. Bye bye from my side. Bye bye.